Thank you.
Alrighty, everybody. All right, give me a couple seconds. We're gonna be back up. This is a deliberate attack on Satat. Seriously. Seriously. That's so rude. Hold on. Okay, we should be good. We should be good. Come on, stream. Come on, stream. Come on, you can do it. Bring it back. All right, I think we got it. All right, we did it. We did it. I'm sorry that we missed part of the shoutouts right there. I apologize. Satat, I apologize. I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't break. Hold on. I just want to check something on stream really quickly if it's going to be splitting into VODs. We're going to get ready for the other games in just a second. We're good. We're back. We're here. We're live. Everybody's good. Okay, cool. So, we're going to start setting up for the next game. I just want to see something in my VODs to see if it's how this is going to be splitting up. Like, if it's going to be splitting it up into multiple different VODs, which will just be a little annoying for anyone else who's looking at these. No, so okay, so far it's keeping it as one continuous recent broadcast. That's all I could hope for in this situation. Okay, all right, so we got ourselves another best of 3 series that's going to be starting up in just a second. Hi. Make sure that everyone knows that we're... all right, so let's go update these team scores. This is just all the stuff I do in the background. And then we're going to have the replay cast for... Accel Esports versus NUES. NUES is actually a Here's the Dorm team that I actually do cast all the time, and it's Northeastern University. So they have dubbed the name NUES. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna throw it over to Bandit Cam. I'm gonna go ahead and make another cup of tea. We're gonna get ourselves set up for some more games, and let's at least do one more best of 3 to round out tonight, or maybe 2. We'll see how much energy we got. But yeah, let's do this. I'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I don't have any of my assets correct, I just realized that. Hold on, I need to fix things. It's gonna take me a second. I forgot to do that. Okay. I have to do it for a lot of scenes, though, so give me 1 second as I forgot to complete. That's there. Popped on this one. That one. And I think we've got one more. Okay, cool. We're all set. There we go. Let's go ahead and actually get into this. We got ourselves a game. Thank you all for joining me. This is a Division B East matchup between Accel Esports and NUES. Let's go ahead and take a peek at this as I have managed to already click on something. Second. Hold on. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. Let's go. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Accel Esports, with Atlas going to be on the Tyrande, Phantom Bagel will be on the Arthas, Leonidas will be on the Imperius, we'll have, and actually we'll have Scathathar is going to be on the Falstead. On the right-hand side, we've got the members of NUES with Shadowstep on the Alarak, Fade going to be on the Leoric, we'll have Chaos Dude on the Joanna, and Tastany going to be on that Ana, and Chaotic Order going to be on the Orpheus. Let's go ahead and get into this, as we do have level 1s for all. We have, Gathering Storm for the Falstad. That hammering, hitting, stacking up is such a good talent. It's so much fun. I personally just love it. Rhyme actually going to be picked up for the Arthas here. Pull in onto a couple. They're getting some decent damage out here to start this out. Double Lunar Flare will be connecting, and they'll just be able to back out. This is going to be Leoric rotating into that solo lane. And rest of the team going to be joining a 5-member rotation in between top and mid as we have Imperius going down there, but the Chomp getting the kill. Actually, Alarak stealing that away. First kill of the game going to go over to NUES, Accel Esports, losing out on that Jaina very early here. Sfaden and Leonidas will be battling this out. Leonidas might have a little bit of a hard time into them, but they do have that percentage-based healing from that level 1 burn, the Impure, 2.5%. Hero's maximum help is very, very beneficial as long as you're hitting and stacking. This Valorous marks. Imperius just going to back off and play this absolutely safe. Play it slow. Nice just to have a little Celestial Charge. I'm just going to continue these tight rotations coming out from the members of NUES. We do have, all right, so this is definitely going to be the replay file from NUES, as we can see that Orpheus pinging some talent cooldowns, making sure that they're ready for all those. Let's see, can I actually, isn't it this? No. It's actually this. Let's see, I might have turned it off. I'm not sure if I did or not. There's a way to turn off chat, and I think I might have gotten it, so at least we don't see those pings. It just keeps it a little bit more fun. Keeps it a little bit more, keeps everyone guessing on cooldowns and stuff. I'll just continue to make these rotations between lanes, looking for some experience. We do have bottom lane being pushed out by Fade, doing a very good job. Actually, also very good on their mana management. Leonidas is very low. Just gonna have to mostly benefit from the from that valueless, I can't say that word, from the marks that Imperius will be putting onto the enemy heroes. And they're just gonna be able to back out just fine here. And hold on, blinds come out. Chaos Dude just gonna dismount them in the rotation. We do have Scathathar on the fortification camp on the left-hand side, but they've already picked that up on the right, and you can see that the cooldowns are vastly different. We have our first objective in a minute and a half, or in 30 seconds, but a minute and a half on that camp. Ping's coming out for the siege camp to stack that up in the top lane. No one going for the biotic emitter just yet. We could see that picked up fairly soon. Not going to be the case. There's just going to be continuing rotations. Chaos Dude just trying to get a little bit of poke. Also noting that Shadowstep needs to back out. Going to stack up a little bit more, sitting at 11 of those Gathering Storm stacks. Let's go ahead and check out, as we do have the point A starting up in a couple seconds here. Chaos Dude taking a lot of damage. That's going to be good decent return from Fade here. Going to be also just getting the Spectral Leash onto 1. They do have the initial contest in favor of Accel Esports, but they're just gonna turn this right around, and you can't get the charge over that center wheel as long as there's enemy members on the other side, so they're gonna start taking this fight, and it's gonna be Shadow Step taking a lot of damage here. Chaotic Order, the same thing, gonna have to use the Shadow Waltz to back right out. Now they want to try and re-engage, and Tassinese does have that healing, and it's gonna be doing some good work. They're starting to get whittled down. Phantom Bagel very low, that will be a nice telekinesis first. No, Phantom Bagel's able to get out. Falstead ends up going down here. They still get the kill regardless. Now Chaotic Order is going to back out, reset this fight, and this is just going to be reinitiation. They need to deal with top lane. Something needs to be done about this sometime soon. They have pressure that's slowly amounting, and it's just going to be worrisome. And we also just go ahead and have bottom point going to be available and in favor for NUES. 7 talent here for them. That will be a lot of good damage coming out. Not able to find the kill. Now we go back into these rotations. We're just going to be easy clear into lanes. Falstead is going to be going into the I can't think of the talent. Hammer Gains. There we go. At level 4, just going to be getting those auto attacks to heal up. This is also another good thing about grabbing this camp right at the start of the 1 minute timer, because now it's already back up. You can cycle through it, grab a second siege camp. We still have 30 seconds on the left-hand side. They re-engage, and this is potentially 100% their Trigger Protector, a lot of good damage coming out. They're getting these combos that will be the turnaround. That's a lot of damage on the Shadow Step. They're getting whittled down here. Ana trying to keep the healing going. Phantom Bagel stepping very far forward, but that will be the turnaround from Alarak to get the kill. Nice hammerings coming out from Falstead. It's already stacking up to 26. It's a lot of good damage. Fade will have the Wraith walk out. Also gets on the conveyor belt. Double Lunar Flare connecting onto a couple. Nice pull in with the Telekinesis. Imperious as well as Falstead goes down. This Alarak did take the Telekinesis upgrade at level 7. The Amplified Force. So you do take a reduced sadism because of the kills that we just had. It's 5 kills, and Alarak's been around for, I think, the majority of all of them. And so they do stack up that sadism, but it's going to be pushed down. Now it's going to be re-brought up, but if they can just stack this up, that's going to be a lot of good damage in their favor. You see they get another pick right there. Jaina goes down. Absolute insanity when it's coming up from NUES at the start of this game. 7 to 9 in levels, and they're moving up through the top lane, and they're going to open this up a little bit further. Going to go ahead and lock down the bottom tower. Typically, we actually see them play in this top portion, but they're going to take out the full gate. The gunner is still going to be focusing on that entire clip onto the well here. They want to take this out. Trigger Protector steps up. They also have the laser that takes that out as well. They open up the entire top lane. That will be the glove going out, but they don't get the connection for the kill, and this is just going to be them moving up further into the lane. They're trying to get the damage, but it's not going to be connecting, and they have to back off here. They won't be able to get the fort either, but 10 talent tiers already here for NUES, and they want to try and take out this fort, and is showing. 4 seconds left on the Trigger Protector, 10% health. They start to back out. There's a little bit of a knockback when it does end. Nice Howling Blast to come out. Chaotic Order dodges it. That also will be Frozen Waste finish. The Telekinesis pulls them in. That will be the Lunar Flare to connect. Blessed Shield comes out from Joanna, and they find the kill regardless. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Fade is going to get some healing off of this. Leonidas ends up going down as well. They're picking members off across the map. NUES looking so very strong. Accel Esports needs to find their way back into this game. 8 to 10 in levels, 8 to 11. We have 9 in just a second in favor for the members of Accel Esports. They need to find these 10s before the next point is available. They also don't want to get rotated on here, as they're going to be clearing this camp. Do they have the channel in time? That's the Entomb to catch a couple. That is also going to be fish in a barrel with the Ana and the Eye of Horus just shooting out the last couple shots. Going to get them on Arthas, it looks like. Or at least try. The gate was in the way. But the Entomb crushing Jaws and the Eye of Horus, the combo, the blow up, absolutely terrifying as they find a couple more kills. Sadism on Alarak sitting around 101, and I don't know if they were actually even around for those last couple kills. As 10s are going to be approaching, let's go ahead and cycle through some of these other numbers, take a peek at what they've been doing so far. Leonidas just waiting for these wave to crash into them. They'll play it safe. Going to go ahead and get the Molten Armor and clear this out. 10's picked up for them as well. They can now re-engage in a fight. They want to try and take a fight sooner than later. Also does have that Gust. Could maybe look for an aggressive backline to push them into this fort and try and fight around that. Imperia's still holding their 10. I would assume it's Angelic Armaments, and that is exactly what it's going to be. Good wombo, good setup coming out from the members of Accel Esports. We'll see if they're going to be able to pull it off. There's going to be a Ring of Frost with the Starfall from the Tyrande, and then you just have Arthas just pushing in the damage. Also the follow-up Sentinel right there. The follow-up Howling Blast is always a really, really big, strong tool, but they have the Sleep Dart going to 1. That will be the Telekinesis of Silence, and everything's being used. Orphea trying to get this. They need to get 1 auto, but Atlas comes in with the heals. They're fine. Throws out another Sentinel. 13s are here. This is going to be NUES pushing in through bottom lane. Top lane is the next Punisher, but if they open this up and they have periodic catapult pressure, they could just delay out top lane or at least play it a little bit slower. It's a great tool for them. Telekinesis once again to pull them back in, or if you're diving out a little bit, Tower just going to be forcing them back here. They're not able to pressure up any further, and this will be... Oh, wait. Leonidas targeted. They're not able to get the last little bit of damage to find that. Let's go ahead and just show the damage here before we jump into level 13s. Scathar is going to be finishing out this top lane clear. We also do have some pings for mid. It looks like they want to try and take out that well. Open this up a little bit more. They've got a nice mini wave here. NUES making really, really smart calls as they have the rotation into mid. They get the clear, and that will be another... actually, the first 4 of the game going down in their favor. Falsta did their best to de-push top lane, and they now rotate up here. I don't know if they're going to be able to take out the fort, but they could try and pressure into that if they wanted to. That looks like that's exactly the case. And Tassini will be going ahead and jumping onto the point. And that'll be the turret dropped. They lose a turret, but they will take out a fort. It's a pretty decent trade if I do say so. They do have the siege camp up and available if they want to go for it. Falstad is showing bottom. No one else showing on the map. Once they see this ping, they know that they're probably safe. They still could take the siege camp. They just don't know where the enemy team is. So playing it safe here is probably the best bet. Actually, they're going to go ahead and just start to work on this. We do have 12 stacks on that Mind Devour for the Orphea. This is actually going to be the invade onto this camp right now. They're stepping up. They're going to be moving on in. They want to stay on this point. That will also be the force off of it. Ring of Frost comes out. They catch a couple members here. Falstad looking for the gust and the angle, but that's going to be the Starfall. Keeping so... Oh, wait, no. Falstad trying to stay ahead of Shadow Step. Now they push them back in there. That's going to be the Biotic Emitter drop. They're trying to get the heals. They just need to do their best here, but Shadow Step ends up going down. That is all that Sadism drop. Meanwhile, Ana did get the charge up a little bit further, sitting at 83%. Chaos Dude needs to get out, but that's going to be the Celestial Charge. I don't think Chaos Dude can survive, and that will be just the lone Ana available. I think Leoric is going to be able just to stay alive. They just rotate into the bottom lane. That is a huge experience pickup for Accel Esports, as well as a little bit of an advantage on the map. Taking out that many people. Look at this. The 10 kills that NUES has gotten, it yielded them about 5,000 experience, whereas on the left-hand side, the 3 kills they got is 4.5 or 3.5, so like it's not far behind. That is insane. Pickling. Just Ulysses. I didn't have time to correct my post in the NGS chat, so it just says I'm pickling up Accel Esports and NUES, but yes. Definitely, we got some good games coming in here. Hold on, Alarak gonna get some poke out a little bit. Phantom Bagel still has the Biotic Emitter if they want to try and drop that. 15 talent tier here very soon in favor for the members of, or excuse me, 16 talent tier. Nice double entomb. Crushing Jaws comes out. They get a big gust to push them back, but Janus still goes down. Eye of Horus is going to be used by the Ana, and they're getting some good piercing damage. Starfall goes out, trying to get that cooldown reduction. That is going to be the turret going out. Tyrande is the first one to go down. They find an Imperious as well. Phantom Bagel being chased in this. They're getting the good healing out as well. Mind Devour going to get some extra stacks, and Arthas goes down 4 for none. 16 talent tier picked up, and that will be Triglav Protector as they fought over this at 99%. They don't have it. This is going to be, I would assume this is top lane pressure. You want to try and take that. Okay, never mind. Or maybe so. My whole thought on this is take the top lane keep down, and you can have consistent catapult pressure coming in through this top lane while you play point B a little bit slower. But here's the thing, death timers are not that long, chat, and we already have everyone up except for the Arthas. 4 seconds left onto them. We'll see if they're able to make this defense. Falsa taking a lot of damage, but that's the Entomb. The barrel roll right out of there. Also to note, Alarak is back up at 107 sadism already. That is a lot of good sadism. Spider Grenade goes out. We are going to be having a lot of damage out. That will be the Ring of Frost. I don't think connecting on anyone. Fade just trying to heal up and just steal away that health. Atlas is doing their best, but they're a little far forward here. No Entomb available for the next 26 seconds. Triglav Protector dives in. Nice Celestial Charge onto one. Shadow Step and the Triglav Protector are going to go down. That is, I think the Blessed Shield came out. Falsehead with a big old backline fly, and Sleep Dart goes out. They start to chase in further, and meanwhile, Falstead just takes a nap. Mostly Swiftwing. I got to note that really quickly. Falstead could have woken them up. Hold on, they pull them back in. That's a lot of good damage. Leonidas is able to pop the Angelic Armaments. But here's the thing, they took out a top lane keep. They've got some decent pressure here. It doesn't look like they're going for the end, but they have a huge advantage over the enemy team right now. Oh my god. Chaos Dude gonna get poked a little bit here. They're able just to turn this right around. Easy, no problem. Leoric is gonna be able to rotate in through the mid lane. And they'll just go ahead and pick up some extra pressure, I would assume, just through mid. They go ahead and also grab the camp on the left-hand side. They're just going to stack that up into top lane. Going to go ahead and steal away the turret camp on the left-hand side as well. Just really good. Really good plays coming out from NUES right now, as it looks like top lane is just going to be pushed back by the members of Accel Esports. And now they're pinging for bottom lane fort. They'll have some decent, yeah, they'll have burn onto this. I don't think they can make the rotation in time. Accel Esports is just kind of falling behind, unfortunately, in these situations where they just can't respond in any way, shape, or form. And now they say, you know what, let's find 16s. Maybe we can take an even talent tier fight. 16 to 16, at least in talent tiers, 18 advantage on the side of NUES. York has the setup for the flank. Scalthar. Okay, that's going to be... They're going to be stepping in on this. Ring of Frost comes out. The big burst will be there. A lot of damage comes out. Tyrande is the first one to go down. Crushing Jaws will be there as well. Arthas to follow in death. The Orc will be working their way forward, just getting these body blocks into Casey as well as the slow. Angelic Armaments will be used, trying to get the snipe. Celestial Charge just to get out of there. They use the Angelic Armaments. That will be Jaina going down. They chase in further. Slows onto Leonidas. They're looking for another kill, and the Condemn pulls him in. Falstead, the only one left alive, still in this bush. It will be backing out 136 sadism sitting on this Alarak. Absolute insanity, and they move over to the core with all 4 dead in about 14 to 20 seconds on average for the majority of these members. They're starting to siege on this core, and it looks like NUES is going to be taking game number 1 in this best-of-3 series against Accel Esports. And Alarak just doing their best just to get a little bit of poke here and there, but Shadowstep doing a lot of damage. They actually turn around. They're going to get some extra, maybe some extra kills. Falstead throwing out that hammering with 69 nice stacks. But this is going to be last, the counter-strike comes out and the core is falling. It's going to be game number 1 over to NUES. GG. Well played. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and show stats and talents for a couple seconds, and we'll get ready and go into our next game. Thanks all for joining me for this. I love being able just to pick up these replays afterwards. This is so convenient. So thank you for staying after the S Division games and checking out more casting. I hope you're enjoying it. I know we don't get a draft, but I think the games are still great. Plus they go, you know, we're game to game to game, so it's a little bit quicker. Oh, I can't use my F keys. Whoops. Alright, let's go ahead and pull it back. Whew, that was a good game 1. And let's update the scores. Let's get into our game number 2. Find out about who's going to be taking this one. Oh, hold on, we swapped sides, of course. Because why not? I can do everything at once, I swear.
Heroes, prepare for
We got this. We got this. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. We are loaded in. On the left-hand side, can I actually, hold on. Yeah, I can turn off chat. Sweet. On the left-hand side, we've got NUES with Chaos Dude on the Muradin, and Tassini is going to be on the Tyrande. Shadowstep on that Maev. Chaotic Order going to be on the Jaina, and Fade on the Rexar. Swapping over to the right-hand side, down a game in this best-of-3 series, trying to take us to game number 3. We've got the members of Accel Esports with Casey going to be on the Jimmy right click. We'll have Atlas going to be on the Stukov. Scather going to be on the Zeratul. We have Blaze rotating in top lane on Leonidas. Leonidas playing Blaze, and Phantom Bagels on the CTC. Oh, hold on. No power slide at all. They're trying to get out of there, and this is a lot of good damage, but they're not able to get the initial pick like we saw in last game. Worden with that Stormbolt for the setup. Now Leonidas just going to clear out top lane. We have Rexar and Misha going into the top to match that pressure. Let's see, Zeratul be catching one out, just gonna get a little bit of damage. Chaos Dude looking for that Stormbolt, just trying to stack up the perfect storm as well as that baseline Stormbolt quest, trying to get that extra piercing, that extra damage gonna be coming out. Meanwhile, in top lane, Leonidas gonna be diving in a little bit, getting some decent damage out. Nice back and forth between the two. We actually also have the Spine launcher for Atlas. Just going to be trying to stay at a further distance on that Stukov. Doesn't want to be stepping too far forward. Granted, you are taking a little bit of a damage reduction on your autos as you no longer hit like an actual train. You hit more like a small car. Fade going to be targeted by the Zeratul right now, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and they don't have a lot of mana, but still, Misha Bear is very, very strong. This is Dragonshire, so we do have that top lane priority, and Zeratul just making rotations here and there just to try and get a pick once in a while. Let's just see. Ooh, wait, hold on. They're sitting up in this bush. They're setting up and getting ready. Oh, they don't go any further than that. It will be Misha Bear sitting onto the point. No one on bottom lane right now, but this siege camp is going to be invaded. Nice Lunar Flare coming out onto Phantom Bagel here. They have Murden stepping in as well, trying to get some value, and that's just going to be Chaos Dude taking way too much damage. They go down, Murden out. Phantom Bagel trying to make their way out, but they get bursted as well. They give over the camp, but it's a tank for tank trade. Still no one on bottom lane. Siege camp now reaching the front gate. They should be able to clear this out without losing too much. This is just going to be Misha just heckling Blaze and top. Such an annoying back and forth right there. Zeratul will have the channel for bottom. No one able to get the Dragonite just yet as Misha's still holding over top lane. This is just going to be a stall for now. We wait and see. Nice use of the Sentinel. Once again, just scattering out these bushes, making sure they're catching people in a setup position for any sort of burst. Like, checking the bushes with abilities is such a powerful tool. Yes, you have a cooldown now, but you're not going to die. And I think that's a fair trade when it comes to this game. Phantom Bagel stepping up as they are back, as well as Chaos Dude. They get the clear into the Siege Giants. We still have the back and forth. Actually, Skeletor is going to get the Umbral Bind put on them. Mostly just a little bit of trade damage. Not going to go for any sort of kill between those two. And I think it's kind of the same situation in top lane. Unless we get a rotation from one of the Assassins, these two solo laners are going to be battling it out. Bottom lane, bit of a different situation, as there is going to be the Jaina for the potential kill, or that Rainer on the opposing side. Casey just peppering in that damage here and there. We also do have that Behemoth armor, trying to get that extra health. We have the knockback separation on the Chaos Dude. They have the leap over the wall. Nice use of the Dwarf Toss, holding it for that. No channel available for either side just yet. Misha sitting on top. We have the rest of the members of Accel Esports sitting on the bottom, and UES trying to make their way back into this. I was like, what is that noise? Apparently it's the Lurking Arm power slide in over the wall. They actually took the Crowd Surfer, and Chaotic Order getting a lot of damage put onto them. That is the last time I think that they get caught out of position by that, but that is Crowd Surfer, right? Yeah, okay. That's an adaptation right there. It's nice Lunar Flare come out as well. That is going to be channel available in favor for the members of Accel Esports if they're able to get someone onto that point. Meanwhile, in top lane, they have Misha's so low. Scathar finds the kill, and now Blaze rotating into mid. Maiev will be here. They have some Fan of Knives poke. You know, a little bit of everything. And Sevens will be here fairly soon for both these sides. Meanwhile, Zeratul jumping in. They want to just try and interrupt this as much as possible. They get that double interrupt. Chaotic Order is down here as well, but Atlas is joined in. Shadow Step very, very low. They don't have another disengage. They try and use the jet propulsion forward. That doesn't allow them to get that. Now Misha on top lane stalls it out long enough, and that won't be the Dragonite picked up in time. Nice use of delays, not staggering out of death. Misha actually just going to back off. They don't want to get picked off by a Zeratul again. That bear very scared of the Templar. They're able to just back right out of there. Let's go ahead and cycle through some of these numbers, though. Let's take a peek at what they've done so far. Maiev will be grabbing the Bruiser Camp on the left-hand side. We also have the ETC and Rainer and down and bottom. Chaos Dude going to be matching that aggression to that Murd and going to get Power Slid on. They do have the Dwarf Toss still. Going to use that after dropping the Thunderclap for some auto attack reduction. Also gonna get another Stormbolt right there. I'm just checking to see. No real brawls breaking out. We do have the Bruiser Camp picked up for the left-hand side on the top portion of this map. Leonidas going to be taking the long flank around, and seems like that's going to be held over, but bottom lane's going to be traded out at this time, as it looks like Chaotic Order and Chaos Dude going to be getting that. Blaze in top lane. Misha, there's some burst, but just mending them right up. Misha gets the charge. Well, they're getting some damage, but they're not going to get a kill. Checking back in bottom lane, it seems to be the kind of same case. Charge going over. No one able. Oh, wow. Nice knockback onto Chaos Dude as they have the power slide through as well. A lot of good damage coming out. That will also be the stun onto Atlas. Phantom Bagel so very low. Needs to get behind the gate, but the Ice Lance picks them off right in the end. That will be ETC going down. Channel available. Sorry. And to burp right between that. Channel is going to be available if they're able to go for it, but I don't know if they're. It's just the stall between them is really, really annoying. Both teams have really, really good stall tools. Lots of pings coming out here all of a sudden. Shadow Step going to be trying to get this point. They use the Vault of the Warden, just they're not marked. Scathart is going to be diving in once again. Has the blink right out with that wormhole, I do believe. Yeah, wormhole at level 7. Going to be able to dip and dive, but 10s will be here fairly soon. We'll see if they're able to utilize those for any sort of pickup. Leonidas does get forced back here. Nice charge out. That's going to be Rexar putting out some damage. They have the other blink back, but they're not going to use it. Wormhole not activated. Chaos Dude looking for a Stormbolt here. Going to be getting onto the CTC. Finds one. They also have the Sentinel out for some slow and some extra damage. Still have the availability for the Dragonite pickup here, but you can see Atlas sitting in this bush, making sure that's not the case. So, they say while you're all sitting around waiting to make sure we don't pick this up, which we're not going to, let's steal away some camps. But, at the same time, they have Murden on bottom. Or excuse me, ETC on bottom. We have Zeratul on the top who grabbed that. Blaze is up and ready for this, but here's the thing. They all turn on to the ETC in bottom lane. Dwarf toss forward. No. Okay, I was about to say, no, I couldn't think of it. Haymaker. There we go. I was like, no Haymaker was picked up, so they aren't able to utilize that right there. But it's pretty much standard talents across the board for all these heroes. Jaina not picking and ETC not picking just yet. We could see Stage Dive or Mosh Pit. A lot of damage coming out of Warden's Cage pulling in Leonidas. They need to make their way out of this as Shadow Step needs to get into a bush or something. Trying to use some of the poke here on Leonidas, and that will be Dragonite just a little bit too late. Leonidas will just pop the armor. Gonna go ahead and just get kicked right out of there. Meanwhile, in top lane, we have Misha and Rexar pushing in this lane. Dragonite and crew working through mid. They still have the Starfall if they want to zone with that. It's a good tool in that case just to expand a little bit further. ETC does have the Mosh Pit, maybe looking for a couple members to party. The thing is, the Dragonite will not go for dance. It will not dance because all vehicles are unstoppable. So at that point, you just, as long as the kick is off of cooldown, you can just kick them and just get rid of that Mosh Pit. Maybe send the dance party flying across the map. Mid lane will be cleared out. That's going to be periodic catapult pressure as well as passive experience gain in favor for the members of NUES. And now Dragonite backed out. They got a lot of the damage into the top 4. Took out the lane sustain as well. They'll cycle back out and look for more experience. Lower kills in this game on the side of NUES. Accel Esports is playing a little bit slower, a little bit safer. Getting caught out here and there, but more or less it's a different game that we're seeing from them. Power slide out. Looking just to get on Shadow Step here. Kick goes out onto ETC, puts them into mid lane. Meanwhile, since the Rainers come down here, Misha and Rexar has gone back to just working in top lane. So you can stop the vehicles. Hyperion comes out as well. Dragonite will be going down. A little bit of a FPS lag right there, but a Mosh Pit coming out nonetheless. A lot of damage. Everybody's taking damage. The Flailing Swipe goes out. And 1 second. Hold on. I apologize. I have to reset audio. Oops, I don't want to do that. Okay, audio's back. We're all good. Lunar Flare comes out. That will connect onto Leonidas as well. And in the Stukov, Atlas goes down. Shadow Step is able to back right out of there. And Misha and Rexar go ahead and steal away the Bruiser Camp on the enemy side. Bruiser Camp on bottom available as well. Rainer the only one up and available. So they're just going to go ahead and try and soak up for that 13. Play it a little bit safe. This is a little aggressive, but I don't think they're going to be able to get the charge onto them or at least any sort of major flank. And this is just the back off. Clear. Everyone's back up. Death timers aren't the longest in the world. We're only at 14 to 12 in levels and 10 minutes into the game, roughly, not even. Bottom lane, though, stacked up quite a bit. They've got some good siege. This is going to be the bottom lane fort potentially going down. You can see the collapse coming in from the members of Accel Esports. Not going to be able to get here in time. This 13 talent tier is just too far away. They're not going to be able to push back into this, and it looks like this could be the start of a lot of good pressure, maybe even keep pressure. We don't have the Dragonite shrines up for, I think, another 20 seconds. Ping's coming out from the Bruiser Camp, but if they push him with this, they could get a little bit more value. It looks like Jaina and a couple others will cycle out, go for that. We have the Lurking Arm coming out from the Stukov, trying to force them back. ETC with the power slide. They're just trying to get the clear into this as quickly as possible before more damage is fed into this lane. Shrines activate in 30 seconds here. We have 16 talent tier coming up fairly soon. VP is up and available for that Zeratul if they want to try and get a combo here. The question is what the combo is. There's really no major punch right after this unless they get a 5-man VP and a Mosh Pit to follow up afterwards. I'm not sure what the blow up is outside of that Zeratul. Rainer has some good damage, but Hyperion, it's not really a bursty ultimate per se. More or less, it just kind of lingers and just drops the damage out from above. 16 talent tier is going to be soon here on the side of NUES, so they're just going to back off and play this a little bit slower, a little bit safer. Not going to be worrying too much about going for any sort of kills just yet, as they now have their 16s and they can play extremely aggressive. Got about a 2-level lead over the enemy side on the side of NUES. So Accel Esports looking for a fight now. You can see Murden sharking out above this. Maiev with the blink forward. Umberbind to pull him in. That will be the Warden's Cage. They're going to pull in so many. Mosh Pit comes out, but that will be the Ring of Frost as well underneath them. They still get the damage and the kills. They now have Leonidas very low here. Gets to get the Jet Propulsion. The Flailing Swipe will buy some time, but the slows from Jaina are way too good. They pull them back in with the Umbral Bind. Atlas is the only one left alive in this bottom lane, and they get bursted down as well. Zeratul in top trying to de-push all the pressure Rexar has started, and that's not the case. They can cycle someone out into mid, as Zeratul is the only one left alive, still showing in top lane. Sentinel goes out as well, just trying to scout this out again. Now, Dragonite picked up. Looks like Rexar will be going into this. Can you still control Misha? The Dragonite? Or does she just becomes the dragon as well. Genji could learn a thing or two from Misha. We're gonna go ahead and see this walk in through mid lane, maybe posturing for bottom as it's already been weakened out a little bit. Nope, they're gonna back off right into mid here. They've got about the same pressure in both these lanes. More or less, bottom's already been opened up a bit more. I don't know what that graphic was on the gate there. I've never seen that before. We do have Hunter Gatherer being finished by that Rexar as well with those regen globes. Now we have stepping up here. Kick goes out onto the Blaze. Phantom Bagel is a little far from the friendly team. They don't have a mosh pit for 46 seconds. And now Dragonite stepping up onto this keep. It's taking a lot of damage itself. It's only 12 minutes into the game. VP of the backline. Kick goes out. Starfall will be there. They're trying to just separate them from any sort of blow up after the VP, and I think that's exactly the case. Umberbind pulls him in. Zeratul goes down. And that's going to also be the Dragonite very low, but they will confirm this keep. If they can find another kill on top of this, they could try and end. Murden jumping in. They're looking for those kills, as said. Misha diving in as well. Flailing Swipe to push so many members back. Hyperion comes up with the Ring of Frost will be there. That's also the Warden's Cage. Atlas is so very low. There's all these members getting so low. They pull them back in with the Warden's Cage. Everybody goes down. They move over to the core, and NUES, in a dominant fashion, will be taking this game. GG, well played between these two teams, but NUES coming out very strong. They'll take it. Game number 2, is best of 3 series. They'll take the series in a 2-0 fashion. GG, well played. I managed to pick up my T when I needed to swap over to different. Whoopsie. Jaina had 44,000 hero damage. That is ridiculous. Look at that. Maiev was right behind it. Chat. Come on now. That was an insane game. Alright, we got about a 20-second delay, so I'll just throw this out there. Do we want to do another best of 3? I got some energy for it, but if not, we'll host over someone, and I'm gonna go sit with Bandit on the couch and relax before I have to get up and before I have to go to bed to get up to go to work. Alright, let's go ahead and swap this off. We don't need to be replay anymore. Those are good games. An absolute blast of games. Whew. Okay, I haven't missed anything. Yeah. Alrighty. Cool. Alrighty. Those are some really... Alrighty, everybody. I think that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you all for hanging out. This has been an absolute blast. These are some amazing games, but don't go anywhere. We're going to quickly plug the channel, and then we're going to go ahead and host over Heroes Hearth. I believe Fight Night is currently happening. So let's go get some casted games. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and host over Weenus. Weenus is currently casting some NGS. Let's get some extra fun over there. We're going to host them over. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow, but not on this channel. I'm going to be over on the Heroes Hype channel. We're going to be doing the Heroes Hype Arena. I don't know specifically what our plan is. I'm going to actually bug them about that right now to find out what we're going to be doing. But yeah, you can find me over on that channel. Follow me on Twitter. I have panels in below where you can see my Twitter, my YouTube, my Discord. Those are all great places to follow. I actually just uploaded like a bunch of videos to YouTube because I need to catch up on my YouTube stuff. And I just put them, instead of having them go every other day, it's just every day. And there are a bunch of games from the S Division qualifiers. So if you're curious about any of that, you can follow there. I've also got a Twitter that I've already mentioned where you can follow me and you can know where I'm going live or where I'm going live. So that's definitely the best place to do that. But that will wrap it up for me. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I am exhausted. I did not realize how tired I was. Also, that we've been going for about 4-ish hours now, so it's been a bit of a long day right now. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But thank you all once again for hanging out. It has been an absolute blast. Thank you for the follows, the raids, the hosts, the donations. It has been an absolute blast, as I keep saying. But thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and host over Weenus, who's currently casting a best of 3 series. Get some good games over there. Go ahead and show some support. Show him some love. And let's get this going. I'll see you all next time. Thank you for hanging out. I am Bahamut, your caster friend. I'll see you next time.